brain!
Where on earth is Carmen Sandiego?
Where is Carmen Sandiego? Carmen Sandiego, where on earth can she be? Tell me where is Carmen Sandiego? Carmen Sandiego, where on earth can she be? Where on earth can she be? Timbuktu, can you help us find it?
Do you hear that sound? It is a fearful night, Father. Ah, you never hear nothing about Mary Read, boy. The infamous woman pirate. Now, she was a pirate like no other. This is the anniversary of the very night she was sentenced to death. Right here in Fort Charles. Cursed for her evil pirating ways. Huh? Did that be a Mary Read? It cannot be.
Mary Read. Mary Read. Mary Read.
I don't believe my eyes.
Macau.
With these cannons, no one will dare stop us this time. There's someone up on the turrets. Look out! What in the name of...
What? No bragging about your latest crime, Carmen?
Me? I'm not the only thief in the world, player.
But I've got a hunch you're in on this somehow. I'll figure it out.
You haven't a ghost of a chance.
Greetings, player. It's the Chief. How you doing? How's it going? How's the family? Okay, enough small talk. Pick a detective and make it snappy, pappy. Jasmine! Ooh, yes! Jasmine is totally Irie, which means cool in Jamaican patois. Jamaica's a tropical island country known for its miles of beautiful beaches, the world-famous Reggae Sunsplash Festival, and a colorful pirate history, mateys. Jamaica floats in the Caribbean Sea between North and South America. And even though the whole country is smaller than our state of Connecticut, its population of 2.5 million swells by about 1 million more when tourists visit there every year. And you can see why they love it, man. It's a totally Irish place.
13 years on the force, and I never seen anything like this.
It was no Dubby that took this cannon, Sergeant. Real ghosts don't need carbon monofilament cables to make it look like they're flying. Or leave pirate flags behind.
We're lucky to have an ACME detective like you on the case, Jasmine.
And I think your luck just tripled.
I accept this Detective of the Year award, and I want to thank all the little people who made it possible.
Oh, please. You didn't win yet, Zack.
Hey, you and Jasmine are good, but face it, I'm good and good looking. And road pizza. Yeah, may the best man win. Hey, easy! Can't you take a joke?
May the best man or woman win.
Zack, Ivy! Good to see you.
Jasmine! Congratulations on your Detective of the Year nomination.
Same to you and Zack.
But see, thing is, Jasmine, the Zackmeister's taking the statue home. I already got my speech worked out.
Jasmine.
Hey, wait for me.
Zack, you forget all about those awards as soon as you hear about the very strange case I am on. And all there was a cannon floating into the sky.
Well, if it wasn't ghosts, maybe it was something more down to earth. Like Carmen Sandiego.
Player, Bud, info scan the missing antique cannons.
Check it out, landlubbers. About 500 years ago, everybody wanted cannons. Doc! You needed a cannon with everybody racing to grab up lands in the New World. Christopher Columbus got to a lot of places first and claimed them for Spain.
This is my land, and this is my land, and this is my land. Go get your own land. Okay, it's your land. It's a nice land. I'm gone.
The other countries wanted a share of the fabulous gold and silver Spain was looting from the New World. So they used cannons to attack the Spanish ships heading for home.
And that was the beginning of pirating in the New World.
Hey, how come this Jolly Roger has crossed swords and that one has crossed bones?
Lots of pirates had their own flags to make themselves known and to strike fear in other ships.
Arr, mateys, that be the flag of pirate Calico Jack Rackham. And among his crew there be 2 women pirates, named Bonny and Mary Read.
And I bet they were a match for any man, Zack.
Records say they dressed like men, and when they were finally captured, they were defending the ship alone. All the real men had run below deck. Sorry, Zack.
Look! Something sewn into this flag. A pirate map. There's something written on it. From the crooked room go north, the swan points down the street.
What's a crooked room?
It could mean the Giddy House.
Phew. Just looking at that place makes me dizzy.
That's why it's called the Giddy House. It sank crooked in a big earthquake almost 100 years ago.
Okay, the next part says go north. The swan points down the street. But according to this map, there's not much north of the Giddy House.
There used to be back in Mary Read's day. The town of Port Royal was a big pirate hangout until a huge earthquake hit and sunk it in a terrible tsunami.
Translator scan, translator scan. Tsunami is a Japanese word that means overflowing wave. Not that kind of wave. The kind that are caused by underwater earthquakes. Kind of like, wow!
They even say a boat was thrown across 2 buildings before the whole place sank into the harbor.
If the sunken town of Port Royal is the right place, what's the swan that points down the street?
Whoa, check it out. What do you want to bet our swan isn't a bird at all, but Her Majesty's ship, the HMS Swan? Wow, there it is!
If this is the wreck of the HMS Swan, it's pointing that way.
Look at that! 300 years of shipworms have eaten the wood into Swiss cheese.
But shipworms don't eat anything that's buried in the silt.
Look!
Wow, what is she?
Bottom feeders at 2 o'clock!
Look out!
Come on, this way!
They're diving the twine for the coral reef.
That was close.
Let's go!
Whoa, look at that!
She's actually... Whoa!
Haul anchor and blow marlin spikes for high seas, men.
Come on, Carmen's getting away!
Carmen's the least of our worries! Look! What does the Japanese word tsunami mean? Tsunami is a Japanese word that means overflowing wave.
Oh man, we're sushi!
Head for that rock pile!
Zack, Ivy, in here!
Here he comes! What are you thrashing around like we were, we probably looked like injured fish. One of their favorite meals. And it looks like he's still waiting for the main course.
If he wants thrashing, we'll give him thrashing.
He's going for it.
Now's our chance. Let's go.
Quick thinking, Jasmine. Maybe I've got some competition for Detective of the Year after all.
From the looks of this barge, Carmen's long gone.
Hey! Greatest pirate in history. Macau.
Hey, easy, little guy. No one's gonna...
Macau.
Hold it right there.
Macau.
Hey, what a...
Well, if it isn't the scourge of the seven seas, rip ship off.
Blast it, you young milk gaggers.
What's Carmen doing with the cannons and pirate ship?
She's pulling off a robbery, the likes of which you'll never figure out, you long-haired chum.
Macau. Macau.
Shut your blabbering gob, you. You'll give Carmen away.
Macau. Greatest pirate in history.
Hey, that's a clue. The way he keeps saying,
Macau. Greatest pirate in history.
Macaw, that's a clue, isn't it?
Who's the greatest pirate in history?
Player, info scans Sir John Hawkins, Sir Francis Drake.
Whoa, Jasmine, those guys were heroes.
Depends where you stood, Zack. When they weren't pirating for the Queen, men like Hawkins and Drake imported my ancestors from Africa to work on the Caribbean plantations.
Pirating for the Queen?
Exactamundo, Zack! And when these pirates attacked enemy ships, they earned the name privateers. Because they shared the stolen loot with Queen Elizabeth, who sent them out on pirating missions herself.
Hawkins and Drake were famous pirates, but they were no Mary Read and Anne Bonny. Carmen's interest so far has been women pirates. Chief?
Okay. Back in 1809, Madame Qing of China, another female pirate, commanded the largest pirate fleet ever. Talking a pirate flotilla 6 times bigger than today's whole U.S. Navy, docked off the shore of Macau. Wow.
Macau. Macau.
Hey, ship-off's parrot! It sounds like it's saying Macau.
Your feathers'll do for a fine pillow, you mutinous magpie.
What do you want to bet, Buccaneers? Carmen's heading for Macau in the South China Sea.
Stomping grounds of the most infamous woman pirate ever. Player, C5 us to Macau and hook us up with a local detective who knows the turf.
Yes, ACME agents, come on down. You're on your way from the island of Jamaica to the port of Macau in China. Population, 436,000. Macau, where you'll find the Ama Temple, dragon boat races, and the famous jet foil to Hong Kong, which is not a slow boat to China. That facade is all that's left of St. Paul's Cathedral, built by the Portuguese in 1603.
Finding Carmen doesn't look like it's going to be easy.
That's because Macau is the world's most densely populated region. In fact, 1 out of every 20 people lives on a boat, including our ACME contact, Detective Lee.
Go ahead, Chief.
Hot tip, gumshoes. This just in from CrimeNet.
Hey, those are bathymetric maps for spotting locations underwater.
Which Carmen's henchmen just stole from the Scripps Institution in La Jolla, California, dudes.
Wow! Hey, if Carmen were gonna steal something and bury it underwater for safekeeping, I bet the Mariana Trench would be perfect. It's over 5 miles deep and goes farther down into the ocean than Mount Everest goes up into the sky.
Why would Carmen want maps of submarine caves?
Maybe because submarine caves would be perfect for hiding one?
Whoa, a submarine! That could be it! Chief, requesting level 9 security info scan on top secret subs.
The most high-tech subs in the world are virtually undetectable on sonar.
Any one of those would make the perfect pirate ship for an ocean-going crime wave.
Look, the ACME security scan shows a Russian sub. The Akula is on secret maneuvers right here in the South China Sea.
Chief, get us a C5Q clearance and put us on that sub pronto.
Oh, a C5Q. Well, aren't we just a special little captain's first mates?
Kapitan, прикажите аварийное погружение. Нас берут на абордаж.
Это невозможно!
Капитан, надводный корабль приближается.
Поднять перископ! Я не могу поверить. Корабль-призрак?
Queen Elizabeth of England hired privateers like Sir John Hawkins and Sir Francis Drake. What was a privateer? A privateer was a pirate who sacked enemy ships and shared his booty with the Queen of England.
Откройте люк! Я хочу увидеть своими глазами!
Нет, не открывайте люк. Прикажите погружение, капитан.
Now!
Корабль-призрак уже стреляет по нам!
Это не корабль-призрак. Это Кармен Сандиего. Она не атакует вашу лодку. Она крадет ее.
Капитан, двигатели остановлены! Электрические системы не функционируют!
Zach, what happened?
Whatever she shot has us dead in the water.
Prepare to board, men!
You can't just steal a submarine.
Aye, mate, you're right. I can't, but Carmen Sandiego can.
Come on, I've got an idea.
You won't get away with this.
I already have, Zack. Bon voyage. Cut the lines.
Ivy and Jasmine are still on board.
Carmen just said stow it in.
Excuse me, which way is shuffleboard?
Come here, you.
Great! What do we do now?
Just what Mary Read and Anne Bonny did.
We gotta stop that sub.
Come on, now's our chance.
Prepare to dive, men.
Engines engaged.
Oh no! Zack and Lee are out there.
We're not moving.
Did someone forget to disengage the boarding lines?
I'll get the lines.
Never mind. That abandoned pirate ship has served its purpose. Dive at full speed.
No!
Listen, I have an idea.
We'll take over here and secure for dive.
Carmen!
I love it when a crime comes together.
Whoa! We're going down!
Stop the dive, Carmen!
Well, well. I never suspected I'd be boarded by pirates.
Zack!
Hey, it stopped. All right. Come on, Lee, let's get aboard.
Hey, why have we stopped?
I radioed the Navy.
Very impressive, Ivy, Jasmine. You know, there's always room for 2 more on my crew.
Sorry, Carmen. I don't think I'd like the taste of prison food.
We can't let them know we're aboard, so be very quiet. Ah!
Let's get
Over
them.
there!
Run! Ah!
Zack!
Hey, what the?
Hey, I'm gonna...
Where's Carmen?
Look!
Whoa, there she goes!
Wow! Oh no! We were so close.
Hey, we did get a sub full of henchmen, Ive.
Yeah, it's good. It's just not quite the same somehow, little bro.
Ahoy, Maggie! Looks like those detectives took the wind out of your sails, eh, Carmen?
Chief, pull your anchor off my frequency. I'm not in the mood.
take a long walk up a short plank.
Okay, smile.
Congratulations on winning Detective of the Year, Jasmine.
Well, we got a nice snapshot of it anyway.
And I bet anything you will win it next year. Especially after busting all those henchmen on this last caper.
I torpedoed your plans for your own pirate sub, Carmen.
You may have stopped me from proving I'm the greatest pirate in history this time, but that doesn't mean I'm through with ocean-going crimes yet, player.
Cookie jar!